Before we get into this video, can you please click the link at the top of my description? This is like not part of the video, but I'm trying to get Bonnie Tyler to like meet me at her concert in Spain. I literally, if you know anything about me, you know I love Bonnie Tyler so much. Please like retweet or like the tweet and like tag her below it, please. Sorry. Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing very well. I'm loving the coordination here that I did without even knowing it with this shirt and this tree. This tree, it's a fucking plant. Anyway, I welcome back to this video. I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, we have got to talk about Gabby, but I am going to do it in a way that I can handle it. So, Gabbie Hanna has came back to YouTube again, with another 3 videos on Jessie Smiles. Now, we've covered this in such detail that I'm not even going to explain the timeline because we've done that so much. So, Jessie has now been silent after responding to Gabby's first video, and Gabby has now came back after Jessie's video went viral because people were supporting her and being like, I'm so sorry you have to deal with this with Gabby again. And Gabby has released an extra 3 videos just attacking Jessie Smiles again. Now, I don't know what Gabby thinks that this is kind of like a normal response for her or normal thing to do. But if I can just clarify for you, she uploaded a video, smiles for the camera, as in Jessie smiles for the camera, ha 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 ha, comedic genius, 1 hour long, then another one, Jessie Smiles Can't Stop Lying, and then another one, which is 50 minutes long, Jessie Smiles Actually Needs to Be Stopped. So within the course of 3 days, she has uploaded 2.5 hours worth, like 2 hours, 10 minutes worth of content on Jessie Smiles, after basically spending all year on it still. Now, this person is kind of deranged, and by kinda I mean very, I'm just putting in kinda to be sensitive. But I don't really mean it. But before we get into that video, I do just want to tell you that this video is sponsored by Adam and Eve, who we love very, 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 very much. And honestly, if you think about it, I've probably made as many videos with Adam and Eve as Gabby has on Jessie Smiles, so it comes full fucking circle. So if you want to use code ADAM50 for 50% off 1 item and free shipping, you can. So many of you have been using this deal and I know y'all are loving it. I've been seeing the comments and I appreciate you supporting this sponsor. So code ADAM50, 50% off. Now this company, Adam and Eve, who we love, I have to say that because I genuinely, off the record, love them. They have, their proceeds go to fighting the spread of HIV around the world, and it is just an incredible company. They have 90-day no-hassle returns and 24/7 customer service, and everything about this experience that you will have with adamandeve.com will be phenomenal, and I think that you deserve it after having to watch another video on Gabbie Hanna. Now, we may be in agreement with that, or we may not be, but the code's there. Adam50, 50% off 1 item, and free shipping. It's a great deal. And you're going to need it after getting through a Gabby video. So, thank you Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video. On with the video. Okay, so, here's the deal. Gabby uploaded these videos, and I am not going to recap them for you. I've watched them, unfortunately watched them, and let me tell you, the video is a repeat of the exact same thing that Gabby has been so desperately trying to tell us for the past 2 years. It's really cringy, it's really embarrassing, and it makes Gabby look even more unhinged. And not even in like a Gabby I'm trolling kind of way, in a Gabby seek help kind of way. But what we are going to do is in the description of the first video and in the other videos on these recent ones on Jessie, because there's so many more, Gabby has done author's note. So this is her brain thoughts, to put it, whenever she's uploading this video. And I can tell you now, in watching these videos, this is more interesting than the actual videos. So what I'm going to do is read you out Gabby's own thoughts on why she feels the need to come for Jessie Smiles again. So I'm going to read this out to you. Now again, a lot of people were tweeting me over the past couple days, Adam, where are you? Gabby is going off on Jessie. I was there. I watched the videos. I watched the videos and was like, okay, it's the exact same video that she's been making for the past 365 days. And I genuinely mean that. And so I have this for you, which is something completely new, because we have these new author notes. It seems like she wasn't able to get another book deal, so she's just taking to the YouTube description. So here we go, author's notes. Long time no see, I'm back. So this was after her being gone for 6 days. Now keep in mind, the video 6 days ago, she said, from here on out, I'm entirely offline. What did I say? She'd be back. What is she? Back. And she says, I'm back. I felt myself being distracted from my goal and getting caught up in all the petty lies, wanting to explain and over-explain and explain again. It seems like she just kind of makes an issue for herself and then comes back after going away because the issue got too big, and then complains about the issue that she created, whenever she's the issue. Wanting to explain and over explain. And then I remembered why I did this series, so I could say my piece and never look back. Everything I wanted to say has been said in these vlogs. I can't control whether or not people will listen. I mean, if you make 6 videos on it in a row, babe, we're eventually gonna stop listening. Christ. Fucking hell. But repeating myself isn't going to change that. But don't worry, y'all, she's gonna do it instead. This is for me and my fans. But then she had to put another subgenre of people because those don't exist anymore. And for anyone else who cares to listen. So basically, anyone who's listening. God, I'm sorry to put it so bluntly, but come on, we're muckers here. I can tell you the truth. All I've wanted all these years is peace and separation from the person who grew dangerously attached and obsessed. Sorry, I can't do dramatic reading, y'all. I forgot I still have COVID. Gabby, you went, I can't do dramatic reading. Obsessed to a short-lived, shallow friendship. Yes, we called each other best friends. Y'all, this is what we're dealing with here. Gabby literally was like, I can't believe this person is obsessed to ever call us friends. And then she's like, yeah, we called each other best friends. It's almost as if Gabby now knows that anything she says is going to be like, this you, with like the actual proof. So she's like saying something and then saying what is going to happen after it. So she's like, I can't believe she would ever think we're friends. And then she's like, okay, people are going to call me out because I said that we were friends. And then she'll be like, yeah, I said we were friends. So what is it? What is it? Yes, we called each other best friends. Now, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I see someone I fucking hate, I go, that's my bestie. That's my best friend. Someone I so desperately think is my stalker, I go, we're best friends. Gabby, you're literally saying that you called her your best friend, and now you're like, how dare she ever think we were friends? We were young and meeting new people in Hollywood. It's really not that deep. But Gabby, are you friends or are you not friends? You said we were not friends, and then you went, sure, we were friends. Girl, smoke some of that and come up with one narrative and come back, okay? Fucking hell. What strain is she on? Like, I wonder what strain Gabby is on to make her be so... Gabby? Can someone let me know so I know never to smoke that one? Okay. I've done everything I can to remain civil. She's done everything she can. Okay. Good. And calm. And try to calm the waters. But she has never stopped attacking me. Ooh. That's an interesting way of putting it, to say the least. It got to a point where my silence was misquoted. Girl, you were never fucking silent! It got to a point where my silence was misquoted. Bitch, you never shut the fuck up! How can someone who never has... How can you be like, my silence was misquoted? If anything, Jessie was the one who was the fucking... All you fucking do is, and of course it gets like, I mean, your quotes are out there, you put them out there, they're bad, and that's why people can, like, Gabby said this, and then you're like, it's a misquote. Gabby, babe, you can't just dun, 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 and then people like pick apart different quotes in that, and you can't remember it because you've said so much, and then be like and go quiet for a week, and then be like, my silence was taken as misquotes. What's the misquote? A fucking air bubble that's empty? Girl, please come up with something better. We are a year, 2 years into this Jessie Smile thing, and the best you can come up with is my silence was misquoted. It's not even laughable because it's like, God, if there was silence from you, we'd be living in a fucking... Anyway, I won't even get into it. You know what I mean? Like, Gabby, heart to heart, it doesn't make sense whenever you're saying that where your silence was misquoted. Because even when you were just releasing music, you were talking bad in Discords. You were talking bad to fans in DMs. There was never a period of fucking silence. This is honestly not making that much sense. Like, I'm literally looking at these videos as well, and like, how many you've made within this time. Gabby, okay, yeah, how many within the past week at least? Gabby, I'm not going to allow you, and again, you don't have to take whatever I say, but I'm not going to allow you to be like, my silence was misquoted, because girl, me and you both know that's bullshit. And especially after the past couple months, you're going to come on here and be like, whatever. Where my lack of defense... Your lack of defense? Girl, you've had shields up all fucking past couple months of hitting bullets back at other people. This is really weird. But my full thing is, I think she genuinely is at the stage where either she doesn't believe what she's saying, or she very much so believes what she's saying. Okay, so my lack of defense was an admission of guilt. So here I am doing the things I never wanted to do, even though I've been doing them for absolute years. I removed all the personal stories that I needed to vent out, but I don't want to have public. So she's basically telling us that you're welcome. She's a very mature person because she has removed personal stories from these videos about Jessie. Well, for fuck's sake, if they're an hour, 2 hour long with those removed, what were they to start with? Like, Gabby, if the career in music doesn't work out, which it seemingly isn't, go into movies because you are a killer queen at being able to make a fucking feature-length film. Lord. I removed all the personal stories that I needed to vent out. That's what... Okay, I'm so... I'm gonna be a bitch here. No one wants to hear you vent about personal stories with people and things and experiences we don't care about. There's story times, and then there's venting about your personal problems. You know where that goes? Therapy! Therapy is great. Therapy is great. And even if you don't think it's great, you know, there's other things that you can do. There's art therapy, whether it's not, I mean, like, not talking directly to, like, person to person or whatever. There's different expressions that you can do, you know, that is not creating monetized videos on this. Anyway, but do what you want, I know you will. Anyway, I removed all the personal stories that I need to vent, but I didn't want out in the public, so she just basically said them into a camera and then deleted the files. I mean, better the devil you know. Those are the ones that end up, okay, this is my favorite part. Those are the ones that end up in a folder on a hard drive, there for my records. For what? For what? What records? Like, I don't get this. What does she mean by records? Police records? Like, Gabby, go to the police with your little YouTube drama series and they'll fall asleep. Lord have mercy. That's so weird. You know, I vent for hours and I just keep the files on a little hard drive. They're for my records. Alright. Okay. What you see here is what I feel is relevant to the point without getting into the details of what happened between two young girls who barely knew each other 6 to 7 years ago. She said in her latest video, as she always does in, you know, those little things, that she doesn't care what I say next and that she's letting it go. I highly, highly doubt that. But we can all pray. We can all pray for what? Jessie Smiles to not make another video, even though she's literally, like, Gabby, Gabby is clinging onto the fact that Jessie has made many videos on Gabby. Many. Multiple. A couple. Gabby within the past week, within the past 2 days, has uploaded 4 on Jessie. Gabby, are we not seeing the like hypocrisy here? Alright, maybe not. Eventually we might. Okay, we can all pray. Yeah, guys, we can all pray that Jessie stops talking about this. That I wanted to be done talking about this in 2015. That's why I made so many videos about it from then until now. But I'm not gonna say I'll never speak of it again. Brilliant. Brilliant. Great. As long as she and her friends continue lying, if I feel I need or desire to defend myself, I will. But for the most part, I'll be continuing to work on my music and art. Yay! Woohoo! She's relentless. If we were in a court and I had Gabby's recent behavior and Jessie's recent behavior displayed to me, I would not be saying that Jessie was the relentless one. But that's just my take on it. Maybe a different court would disagree or something like that. I don't know. Maybe the one Gabby thinks about in her head. Alright. She's relentless because she has no other art or content that inspires her. But don't worry, Gabby has her... You know what? Gabby has her music and art. I'm happy for her. So hopefully she can find whatever that is and finally leave me alone. Okay? She said her side over and over and over again, and now I've said mine. Let's hope that that can be enough. Gabby literally said, now I've said mine. Like, Gabby just implied, you know, she said her side over and over and over and over again, and Gabby's like, oh, finally I've said mine. Babe. Boss babe, girl boss, you have been... Krabby Patty Hannah, you have been saying your side, and we have been listening for years. For years. And we get it. We get it. We hear ye. Stop. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's enough. Yeah. Right. So, with that being said, let me see if she put it on any of the other videos. Let's see if any of the others had a little author's note. I love that all of these... Oh, there is! On the next one, author's note. This video was made and sent to me by a fan who's seen the truth from the start. So basically, Gabbie Hanna uploaded a fan YouTube video to her own YouTube channel and monetized it. She uploaded a fan video, a video made by her fan, to her YouTube channel. Is nobody seeing how weird that is? She literally stole a video from a fan and uploaded it on her... This video was made and sent to me by a fan who's seen the truth from the start. They wish to remain anonymous, but I'm so fucking grateful for them for taking the time to do this. Thank you so much to anyone who supported me through the lies and supported me through everything. I can't tell you how much your support has meant to me through the years. I bet you this person who made the video was like 12 years old. Gabby's best friend. Alex James and Jessie Smiles are best friends, and his actions should call Jessie's character into question. They have had a lot in common. They're both liars. They're both obsessed with hurting me. Isn't it funny how everyone's obsessed with Gabby? Because they feel they're more deserving of what I have. What do you have? What do you have? What? A music career? Great. They've spent years obsessing over me and harassing me, and I've always held my tongue. You've always held your tongue? You're the company you keep. Birds of a feather flock together. Bullshit. And then let's see if the final one has any. Author's note. I want to be left alone by these strangers who've been harassing, stalking, and obsessing over me for years. Please! Oh my god, that scared me. What was that? It's Gabby! It's Gabby! Oh my god, she's my stalker! Jesse's my stalker too! Jesse's in my house, did you fucking hear that? Gabby, she's coming for me too! Gabby, do you hear how crazy that sounded? That's how you sound! Gabby. Lord have mercy. There's two cats sleeping beside me. I feel like you deserve to see that. There's two cats. See it? They don't know who Gabbie Hanna is. They don't know who Jesse Smiles is. Like, not a care in the world, you know what I mean? They heard me read out that statement and they don't even know what it means. And look how happy they are because of it. God. It must be bliss. Anyways, bye.